Hi, I am Kathy Sorensen, like I said earlier, and I'm going to share about the HACCPs, Homeschool Assistance Programs. This is CPI option 1 with Homeschool Assistance Program Teacher. This requires Form A, which you can find on our website to fill out. If you're a member, we have typable forms that you can also utilize. We recommend that you make a duplicate copy of your forms, and you keep one set for yourself, and then you give one set to your school district. You may require a receipt from them. I think that's probably a good idea because things sometimes do get lost, and so you might want to do that. We only recommend that you fill in items 1, 3, and 5. 1 is the name of the child, and number 3 is immunization evidence. And we also have a form at the website. If you have medical exemption or a religious exemption on vaccinations, then there's a form that you can fill out to send in with your forms. And then also number 5 is the number of days, and by law it's 148, and so that's what you would fill in there. And that's all that we recommend that you fill in, but there are lots of other things you can mark as at your own discretion and as you feel so led. A homeschool assistance program can set its own rules about a lot of things, and so you don't have quite as much freedom there for a lot of families. That is offset by all of the activities. So some of the things that they can require would be they can request additional information reporting. They can impose required subjects. They can request proof that subjects are taught. And they can also require or impose assessments on your children. So those are just some things to think about when you choose that option. Some of the things that people really like about their homeschool assistance program is all of the extra activities and supplemental classes that can be offered. Not every school district offers all of those, so that will also vary depending on where you live in the state of Iowa. The public schools will assign a supervising teacher to your family, and she needs to see you 4 times a quarter, so about once every 45 days. And 2 of those need to be face-to-face, and then the other 2 days could be an email contact or a phone call. Maybe she would be at a field trip and you could make a connection there. So there's different ways that can be done. This option allows you to dual enroll. You don't have to, but you can do that. And it also allows you to do parent-taught driver's ed. So a nice perk there. Textbooks are free because you are still part of a public school. And so those are provided to you. You can't consume workbooks or anything like that, and you give those back. They're not yours at the end of the year. It also allows for free testing if you choose to have your children tested. Also with HSAP, it's sometimes a good a place for a special needs child and family to avail the AEA, the Area Education Association, for some of the things that they do through, but you would have to dual enroll to do that. Just like the other options, it's 148 days, so about 37 days per quarter that you do. And like I said just a little bit ago, homeschool assistance program may determine the subjects that you teach. So I want you to know about that. We started to homeschool in 1991. And in the spring of 1991, the Iowa legislature had just passed the laws making homeschooling legally in Iowa. So at that point, I knew 3 other families that homeschooled, and they were all what back then we called underground. And so they were very careful with what they shared with us, but one of those families happened to be our babysitters, and we really loved what we saw in their children. So that was part of the impetus for us to continue to homeschool. My friends made some very good friends in the homeschool assistance program, and that would be probably the main reason that we continued with that through the years. We also did lessons, piano lessons, guitar lessons, harp lessons outside of the HSAP. We're very involved with our church and in the neighborhood. I think the home instruction or the home assistance programs have changed quite a bit from the days that I was there. So you may find some other perks that are there, or maybe some things that you're not as comfortable with. And so that's why it's lovely that Iowa has 5 options for you to choose from. And again, if you have any questions, there's a lot more detail at our website. And so I would encourage you to go and do a little bit more reading there. And one of those options may pop out at you as the very option that you think will be best for your family.